right? Like, well, to be fair, the only consistent force is really FaZe, all those second places. Like, can Thieves get a consistent year? Can you be the team on top, or at least a contender battling late into Sundays all year long? Because we think with this talent, you should.
Yeah, but you never know in the Call of Duty League. And a new title, that just happens to change things. It's a 3-for-3 trade, but Octane's going to find the final one and earn some time for LA Thieves here. And, well, it's going to be a restaurant spawn for all of Seattle Surge. Now, what do they want to do? And what we've seen is, you know, push this way through arches or try to push towards White and Chandelier and flip spawns for P2. Draza off a spawn to keep things messy. Nice little drop shot with the headshot. A multiplier landed onto Sib. Seattle gonna find that time, and now watch number 5. Sib, he's gonna spawn on up, and he's gonna go. Where do the spawns come in? And it's not good for Thieves.
Yeah, I think you had, what, 3 down there, and just, what, the ability of 5 and 8 to push through a bit. It's enough to influence them, they'd spawn out. But now, that number 4, like, if you can get a pick here, I say, if you get a kill, you might spawn in the back. That's probably worst case scenario. Everyone drops, you don't even give yourself a chance for a spawn in the back.
Yeah, but right now you have Accuracy, and Matt has kind of pushed out near P4. Or sorry, Accuracy, he's actually towards that check-in. They're trying to go around the back, but Mac and Fred were able to take down 3. Octane, he's gonna wait for the spawners to come on up, and you see Mac with the Vaznev, and maybe they're thinking 3 subs on this map, you know, on land.
Well, listen, every single year.
No, Sib's got a second one on me.
But every single year I list AR this, AR that. Usually once you get to land and we start to get more reps, the pace of the game picks up, more subs start to come out. It's usually how the year goes. I know we're early, but
dude, just look at the top right. That is 13 kills in a row. Everyone on a streak.
They're absolutely getting hammered right now. Seattle Surge came to play in this map 1. Maybe you catch Steve sleeping a bit when Fred's getting headshots like that. Kitty, adios. Not a chance. 5 in a row down for Sim, as he's working towards the precision, and we'll see if he can continue to make the plays. Just starting to push out, look for this next fight.
Yep, Draza going around the back though. Draza may have found the opening. Kenny though, he's gonna find one, but that's gonna be it. Fred and Sib staying alive inside a kitchen, and now you've put together potentially 3 hills in a row, and it shows in the scoreboard. I mean, the slaying is one-sided. They're winning rotation gunfights. Someone's got to wake up on the deep side.
This is sort of what we've been waiting for from Surge. Like, you would think that is a team with wild capability. When were they going to start to click? When were the superstars going to shine? And shining bright like a diamond right now is Sib. 8 in a row at 10 and 3. What a streak it has been. We'll check Mac for a second. But once the rotation comes in from Sib, we got to get back to him just to see the streak. But as you can see, he's kind of soaking up time in the old hard point as we get ready for the rotation. Look at this scoreline. 128, 130 to 10. An absolute stomp. As Thieves are just getting crushed here out of the game.
And that's what we talked about, right? Like, this map, it plays a little bit more traditional style. You get spawned out, and a couple of breaks later, you can just get bullied on the map. And that's what's happening to LA Thieves.
I mean, you've got the closest to even, I guess, Octane, like 7 and 9. You are triple negative if you are Envoy.
You
are not missing a bullet. Sim is a one-man wrecking crew. The young man just oozes with talent.
I mean, the entire team right now is already in double digits. And I just think if you're LA Thieves, just try to slow this down. Obviously,
yo, bro,
Surge,
is that too soon?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they have a match under their belt today, right? And they've obviously are coming today with a new fire, right? They 3-0 LAG Academy. Thieves, they've been waiting. It's been a long night, last match of the day, trying to find a couple of scrims,
and
but they gotta
in
wake
that
up.
position. It can be tough, right? It can be.
Yeah.
But like you got one map. This one map, maybe you just get pounded. You have to get hot, but like you got to rebound quick. You got to. And at least the way Surge has been playing, Surge, it might feel alright for Thieves.
Well, Thieves though, they're gonna start to fight on back here. 4 in a row for Kenny. He's up to 12 and 12, and they're gonna get that break.
So how important to you is it, like, all right, we've had this before, where it's a map 1, you come out slow, you're getting just dumped on. How important is it for you to, like, at least see the guns get a little bit hot for something like Thieves?
It's great, yeah, extend this game on and say, you know what, we just had a slow start, we weren't shooting well, and now you can start to see as they're getting into their setup.
Like, even if you don't win, it's still important, you think, just to, like, show you got some fight?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And it just comes down to kind of that. It's like, dude, we were just not locked in.
Yeah. It just makes it easier to maybe brush it off and look forward. Now, we're not out of it yet. It's now a 60-point game, so they're starting to chip away at this. But what was it as worse? 130 to 10? So this has been, what, 70 80 straight points for Thieves. Now just starting to put Surge on their back foot. Kenny now, cruise missile in, trying to get the comms up for the boys. Sees one that should be Sib. Missile through. Sib blown to smithereens, legs, arms, torso, just gone.
And that's accuracy who gets taken out. You do have a streak on the other side, but as we head to P6 towards this patio, it's gonna be LA Thieves with the break. But off his spawn, here comes Sib and Mac. You have one player, two players hitting down low. Gonna rely on the rest of Thieves to try to hold on. Octane and draws to the ARs, trying to do what they can.
Now this becomes almost a conversation of like, if you are Surge and you lose this, did your back just get broken? Because you came in, you threw a knockout punch, and they just got back up.
There's still a lot of work to do, well, honestly, for both of these squads.
I didn't feel that way 2 minutes ago.
It did not, but accuracy, he's finding another two-piece. We saw that inside a kitchen. Able to do it here again as they're going to find the rest of this trap time. Keep around that 60-point lead. LA Thieves going to look towards P1.
It's been an incredible rebound, but it's like the ebb and flow of the map. You know, you make that Surge now if you're Thieves, you take the full hit, front of that hit if you're Surge, and now what do you have? Show what you're made of, bounce back.
Right now, this is just good time from accuracy, just kind of soaking it up, but Octane's going to open things up for the rest of the team. Kenny trying to get aggressive, and there we go. That's going to be all 4 dead for Seattle Surge. How do Thieves want to play this? It looks like they're just going to hold middle of the map right now. Now, maybe behind that, you see number 4. Oh, that's Envoy. He almost snaps on accuracy. But tell you what, Kenny is starting to go nuts. It just feels like he is always in the feed right now, stepping it up for the squad.
And this is the map where I was listening to Envoy talk with the boys about, where he said, like, first hard point, second rotation. I feel like it's so important. It was all last year. You dictate the pace through the second set. You can set yourself up well for second after a big chunk of time. And that's exactly what they've done so far. You get a great amount of time. Now, thankfully for the Surge side, Mac is able to win a big one-on-one on the south side of it. I think Draza still trying to get in the action. Mac going to take him out as well. So Mac's huge in giving them some freedom here, some breathing room as we get into our second hard point.
Yeah, and with accuracy in this spot, you're going to see that all LA Thieves spawn in restaurant side. Still, though, within 40, LA Thieves with a beautiful comeback here. But going to need a break here at P2.
And this is where they struggled. This is where the first haymaker really came in from Surge, right? The first time through this second hard point, they just dominated them. Never an opening at the back, locking it down. Accuracy winning is one. All the guys popping off as Sib continues to snap. The guy's at 21 and 15. He's been a little bit more human. But Joe, so far, they're pushed out to a big lead yet again. At least you get in for a contest a bit. But is it going to be enough?
Yeah, you really just haven't had the spawns, right? As Surge have been here, but again, the reinforcements from LA Thieves are there. They've contested some of this time. They're getting them off of that point, but the final 15 to go their way.
Joe, it's 100 to 1. It's 100 to 1 at that point, like in points.
100 to 1,
something like that. I mean, it's got to be. I mean,
it's a favorite stat right there.
You got nothing except that tick for a second there if you were Thieves. Remember, they got destroyed on both. Yes, I made that up, but
well, now over to P3. Draza is inside. He's the only man here right now. The rest of his team starting to push this caution. Draza, though, with the moves and Envoy, he gets inside with the two-piece.
I'm a slippery snake.
He's able to find that play inside the kitchen.
Now, Sib, he's here, but you don't have a lot of help. Wait for your teammates to start to group up and get to you. He's number 7 spawning all the way out back. Maybe going to try to develop a pinch as they get forward. 210 on the board for Surge. Now, trying to make the run and answer is Thieves. A little snap back, it leads to a team kill, but all the other kills come through for Thieves outside of Fred. Maybe the guy with a chance to make a difference, but it's not going to happen there. So you get that dominant hold at second. What do Thieves do? They answer at third, and now you're right back in this game. To get the rest of the time, Joe, really like a 15-point game.
All right, did again just a great job staying alive in this game. Octane just quietly has just been. Well, he's got 29 kills, looking for number 30 on rotation. Envoy able to find the first one. Kenny was trying to work bedroom side. That's where the spawn's gonna come in for Seattle Surge. He's gonna have Sib and Pred out towards the front. Draza trying to cut them off mid, but a nice job by Mac with that kill. You're gonna see they're secure a lot of this time. And LA Thieves, this is not where they want to be. You're trying to get through. This is a nice hold from Surge so far.
It feels similar to second. It's like this southeast quadrant of the map, like whatever Surge are doing, they are locking it down. The openings are not coming through for Thieves. So you've got about 30 seconds remaining. Can you contest any of this? Because there's only 10 seconds left for the win here for Surge. They can close it out now. It was 5 in a row from Sib before he dropped. He's right there matching Octane. And yeah, he slowed down a bit off the Hercules-type start, but it's enough to get it done. Surge, they come in, they throw that first punch. Thieves, they respond, but Surge able to hold on. But now back to that question I asked you like midway through the map. That was enough from Thieves to start to get in a groove, right? A bit?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, you don't want to ever go down 110 or 100. A lot
I think it was 130 to 10, something in that ballpark, yeah?
Yeah, some in that ballpark. They do a very good job. I think the second half of that map, Kenny and Octane really wake on up. But I think you get a really tough map out of Envoy, like 13 and 28 for him. And that's going to happen when you're kind of a sub running into setups constantly. It can be difficult to break. But Surge, they have struggled in Search and Destroy. Maybe that's where you look at a man like Envoy to lead LA Thieves and turn this thing around.
Yeah, and Lamar just kind of being that guy, soaking up.
Again, they 3-0'd LAG Academy today. They're coming out firing. They're coming out hot.
Yeah, I think it's just easier, too, when you're like a Pred or a Civ. I mean, Pred seems to me, I mean, he is definitely someone that feeds off being in a live venue, like feeding off the crowd, like 1,000%. You've seen him.
I'm sure after some of his maps at Champs last year, nothing is gonna feel the same to him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're online, I have a crowd, like no one see what I just did. But now, to the YY God.
This is a ton of info already. The only problem is he's got to open that door. And they're probably going to hear that, you would assume. But it's kind of on him to maybe make the play or just get some horrendous timing. We're going to find out. At least going to find the first blood, but a nice trade by Sib and with the snipe in hand.
Oh, I didn't realize he got the kill before he dropped, at least. Yeah. I mean, good for Kenny in that sense, but yeah, very, very quick trade. Oh, my lordy, the centering there from Sib. The instant he is scoped in, it is on the right eyeball of Envoy, just plucked. That is what we talk when we talk about centering. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Octane's gonna get Deddy here, so he's gonna be the one making the play. Draza probably waiting on him. He finds the kill, just clearing inside a bar. What's the timing gonna be like for Draza? It's not great. Octane, though, gonna make this a 1 versus 1 with 20 seconds remaining. Sib just trying to do what he can. But the Deddy actually resets, and there we go. Octane with the Deddy play has time for the defuse. He gets 3 in the round.
You know, I didn't realize the Deddy was still up at first. He's hammering through doors.
Right,
like,
the reset.
He's gonna hear him stomping, but yeah, the reset just enough to get there and make the play. You're thinking Sib has any idea. I'm not doubting he's hitting the snipe after the shot we saw. But we'll see it one more time. Yeah, I think he had a Vazdev to work with at that point as well, but Octane with the clutch to get them up 1.
Yeah, and I think a part of like Octane's gameplay that sometimes goes under the radar is honestly his search and destroy.
Well, because he has the worst search teams of all time, Joe. That's why.
The last couple of years, but yeah, his search gameplay has improved. Well, at least his teams have, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were times. There was one year where he had like the #1 search KD, but his team like won 1 search or something. Like some of those years, like statistically, were so funny. Shout out Nicky D. It's a hit marker. For Sib as he shoots him in like a quadricep. I'm not sure where that one went, but doesn't quite take him out. Now Octane's turn to rifle up a shot. He's on 3. It's Envoy though. That's working around this deep flank. Deddy about half left in it. Up to the tree stuff we go. Trying to get the movement on. Where are they? Deddy about to run out. Sib able to hit a shot. Now Draza able to pounce. Envoy, he's still searching, just looking for these players. They should have no idea he's in behind enemy lines, and there's the freebie finally.
He's been looking for him forever. Yeah, like the skirmishes are going down. Like, you know, I mean, his teammates are probably like, dude, they're right there. Envoy looking for him.
Joe's so flustered.
Just some of the timings he got with it were not great. Accuracy's gonna take down Octane. That's gonna leave Envoy in a 1 versus 2. No dead silence. He used it early in the round. He's gotta get this bomb down. It's been a clutch in round 1. Can they find another one here in round 2? I mean, with the Vaznev here, you at least have the sub in this position.
It's all
close to Deddy, but they're just waiting for him. The nice patience from Accuracy and Mac. Just keep him trapped in there. Surge should have tied things up.
I mean, this title with the time to kill, it's tough to win that type of situation. He would have had to hit a wild snap onto somebody. Not going to happen there. So we'll get to 1-1 once they.
We're just going to hang out for 30 seconds.
Accuracy's that silence is real low, so just build that up a bit.
Yeah, so for everybody tuning in, wondering why the heck aren't they defusing that bomb? They're trying to just get their field upgrades percentage up as high as they can. Make sure they have a trophy, dead silence, or at least close to it for the next round.
Yeah, that waited a little bit longer. So I think his Deddy was real low.
I mean, if that timing maybe goes a little bit better for Envoy, and Sib, he was able to hit another snipe there onto Kenny. Sib repositioned. Envoy was just climbing that mountain, trying to get on top of that tree. He was just having struggles with it.
Yeah, maybe if the movement's a little bit cleaner and he gets an earlier kill, maybe it goes a little bit different.
You can see you're going to have 3 deadies up for LA Thieves with Octane's about to get there. Close those doors.
Yep. If you're coming through, I'm going to hear it.
And again, Kenny working up the right side of that map. This is really what LA Thieves have found. It's been openings in the setups, but it came down to a clutch. Envoy with that first blood.
This is one of those rooms, like your trophy's your MVP. Like, Envoy just feels untouchable once he has his trophy down inside. It's not an easy clearance. Now as Kenny works his way up the map, Sib's gonna get caught trying to hit some snipes. That's actually a 2-man push. They've got all 4 up, Mac and accuracy. Left to try and clutch. Accuracy, obviously a part of some of the greatest search and destroy clutches we've ever seen, but not gonna happen here. Everyone chopped to bits. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, and LA Thieves, again, just finding the openings, just taking risks. We didn't see this too often yesterday. They were playing really around that A site, and Elevate was just picking them apart.
Oh, I mean, we saw it yesterday. Elevate, I think it was Harry, got like a trophy down on that bomb site, and did 1 by 1, they're challenging him. He's just destroying them. They threw so much utility in, just couldn't clear it out. I was like, the trophy's the MVP of that round because it just kept them alive and set them up for easy gunfights. Envoy's like, all right, my turn. Got the first blood.
We'll see though, Surge. I think on their offense is going to probably have to just sort of spread out, find more info, or at least just go a little bit quicker towards A if that's what they're going to continue to do.
Kenny's just swan diving back and forth, practicing to be an Olympic diver. Got the form for it.
Okay.
Yeah, does diving.
I don't know if that'd be a good form for it though. It's like a belly flop, but you have to be like straight.
Just broken ribs. That's what you're saying. Well, Draza and Envoy, they combine to shut them down. Accuracy's just watching his whole team get sliced apart. Accuracy last alive, eyes on a 1, some nice tags in, but not gonna be enough. I think Octane, you see at top left, he is like 1 bullet, but now gonna reach it back to full, and there's the chow. Now 9 HP for him. We'll see you later. A clean round from Thieves.
Yeah, we saw it from the outside, not from the inside, but Thieves, I mean, not allowing Surge to have any trades. It was very clean near that A site. And Octane, anytime he has a long-range fight, he's got a good chance to win it.
And I think they had to have took a couple things they learned from that match versus Elevate, because they were outclassed completely here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you play a team like that, just take their strats.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Like, this worked against us.
What did they do well?
Right. Yeah. 3-1 now. 5-1 start for Octane. He was
just with a streak.
He was the main guy.
There's 2 clean sheets in a row. 8 kills for LA Thieves, all balanced out, 2 apiece.
That's something you love to see as a teammate. All right, everyone's getting it done. And once again, it's Envoy with his trophy here. They are throwing everything they've got.
Well, it's gone now.
The trophy's going to be on, but what do you have left?
You should have a couple of nades if you use some tags, so they're going to try to find it now. The nade not going to connect, but maybe trying to bait Kenny in. There we go. We're going to start off with Brett. He's going to chow, but Kenny and Envoy just doing such a good job finding those first bloods and playing their life.
Again, it's like the trophy's the MVP though, because it's like you don't give them an opening. You get so much information just due to the number of things as well. Like, you know you've got multiple players in this position. Gives Kenny a chance to get in. This might be 3 clean rounds. It is. The snipe gets hit. That's 12 straight kills now for Thieves. They have taken over this search and destroy.
And similar to what Thieves had to do yesterday, I think Surge might have to start working that outer bomb site. I mean, especially on offense. Or you have to go faster inside, because the way Kenny is working this outside, you either kind of bait him in and leave Envoy alone, or you have to go at him, right? Just send all your resources, take that bomb site over. But right now, Surge going to have to switch things up.
And this is where the woes have been, really. The struggles have been in search and destroy. Pred is 1-5, Mac 0-4. You ride the high of that map 1, but now you're sort of just running into a wall. Is everybody. Just look at that top left. Thieves popping off.
You can see the way that LA Thieves kind of...
This guy thought he was Aaron Rodgers in his prime, like...
But they kind of value this side of the map, right, a lot more. Kenny jumps across. They try to get Octane out as well. over towards that tower. He's gonna have to back on up. Up top, finally, a first blood, a kill. Their first in 3 rounds. Fred's gonna find it, and well, he's gonna go hunting. Little do they know, though, Envoy is behind him. And it's with Kenny again.
Look at number 8, though, starting to leak their way up. There's a chance Octane's gonna get caught here.
Or is he? He's like, I don't see anything. I'm gonna turn around.
Yeah,
he just get a feeling sooner or later what's gonna happen. Envoy, he wraps back, and Octane with some beams onto Pred.
Oh my God. Pred thought he had the opening, just sneaking his way up. Now Max got a clutch. This is the big one. Try and stop the downpour that has been Thieves. Just annihilating on Mac. Another one. Centers well, hits a bullet, but just not gonna be enough. And that they pull off the 3v4. You finally get the first blood behind Pred. And yeah, it's just somewhat the Spidey senses maybe tingle a little bit there for Octane. Like,
yeah, it has to. And that's sort of the difference just in this title, right? I mean, if Pred has a dead silence perk, he's going to hit that much faster.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, right. Octane's dead, but that just doesn't happen. Pred just wants to, I don't know, he doesn't know where everybody is, doesn't want to alert everyone, give up a free kill.
Instead, he's like an 87-year-old grandma of 6 crossing the street. Like,
pretty much you, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Joe. I know that I'm weak and nimble, but...
Oh, dude, you're gonna start doing yoga, dude. You're committed.
Well, weak and nimble, that's not what I meant to say. I'm not very nimble either, I'm just weak. Fragile, I think is what I was going for. One more round, needed for Thieves.
Yeah, two. Again, an opening. Draza able to find 2. Looking for the third knife.
Go stab him! Put your gun away and put your knife through his jugular! Oh.
That was violent.
I'm sorry, I got really in the moment.
Cruise missile in.
Down.
That is in LA Thieves dominance in map number 2. They just found opening after opening, whether it was Kenny or Envoy with the sub, and then in that last round, Draja. I don't know if they knew something the way Surge wanted to play the map or what, but they just took the entire map away from Seattle Surge.
Hey, it felt like the opposite of what we watched with Thieves on that map last night. Like, they were outclassed. They weren't finding the openings. They were getting punished. To me, I have to talk to Cap and them, but it seems like they went back and watched that and were like, what was messing us up? What were we struggling with? And they brought it to the table today.
Well, yeah, I think there's so much focus on the A-bomb. Those sort of outer lanes tend to be open.
Yeah. But that to me just strikes you as a team that did their homework, prep for today. You had all day, right? Like you were watching matches. You got to work some on improvements, so you got there. But well, that happened a lot in Vanguard because no one could figure out how to play the game. Remember, like.
But that's with you know, the reliance on the coaching staff and all of the resources these teams have. But it's gonna be LAD starting out on offense. Sim gonna be challenged in the middle of the map. Draza's gonna win that one. But it is trades back and forth, but Octane able to find the one-on-one on B. And he's just gonna pause that clock, try to do it again as Mac challenging from couches. Yeah, Mac hit some lovely shots with the Vazim in the first fight, nearly just annihilates Octane. A moment after, he's able to, following up the nade as well, it just, no opening so far on the B. I mean, you almost get that first pick, but not quite able to finish it. Let's see what Envoy, the Reaper, able to do. And this is where things kind of slow down. You spawn up if you're LADs right outside of kitchen. You're gonna get on A, leave one person on it. Everybody else is just gonna go looking. Can we make you play in transition over to B? Can we just find a couple of kills? But it's Draza sneaking on through Fred though. He's watching it. Making sure this man cannot make anything happen, but he's got his duo and Kenny to help. And now with 2 kills, this is what they're gonna look at. Hey, where are these guys set up at? Can we get on this point? That's where maybe he's gotta get down. Kenny's trying to chow him up top there with a tag. I respect the hell out of it. Yeah. I mean, I guess he was feeling himself after he helps Envoy. He's just chowing a wild. I want my sub players chowing that all day. All right. It's confidence, oozing it. Yeah, he was not lacking that. Envoy up to 6-2. 3 kills in a row for him. Lives-wise, just about square. Trying to re-peek up top, not gonna work out. You might be losing 3 players here. That is gonna be the case. So far the defense good enough for Surge, but you got a long ways to go. Still a minute 40 on the clock. Yeah, but it relies on a lot right now. If Mac and accuracy, just locking down bedroom. He's actually in bed, bros. Envoy trying to find that first kill, and he does, while the rest of his team is working up the opposite side of the map. Trying to basically just set up this pinch. He held that on his forehead. Yes, Sib just gets stuck. I mean, on top of that heady, but Envoy, again, just looking around, he knows people are lurking. Surge doing a very good job after giving up A. Nice defensive hold so far.
Well, you can see like the white arrows on the map, they're pretty pushed up, these mid cuts. Like kills like that from Sib just stagger the push even more. You follow it up if your accuracy, that's the kill that you
that's
need
3
to
dead.
get.
They didn't know Octane. Octane is here, and that's all. Now 4 dead. They're gonna stack this trophy already down. Maybe 1 pushes up to the desk. But they're in a great spot. Yeah, just the trade's not there, and then they let Octane sneak on through. Almost 2 ticks in. Envoy's gonna find number 3 with the headshot. 5 in a row. And well, I kind of cursed him. I said it's been a great defensive hold, and now it is not LA Thieves. They capture B.
It's not all on him, but like when you have the mid-map fights like that, and you're going to push out a little bit more aggressive. I mean, the one thing you got to really try and avoid is a really quick, like 3-4 down, right? Like that's what puts you in a bad place. And like you're trading effectively, and then accuracy doesn't.
Well, and I think you saw kind of when we were on board with Pred, they had an idea that Octane was behind them somewhere, or someone may have snuck through. He kind of looked at it, but Octane just waited patiently for his team. I mean, Octane literally died 2 times that round. 3 and 2. My man was hanging out.
Yeah, he's chilling.
You had 17 engagements versus 5.
Ah, he's chilling.
Yeah. I want to do that.
Yeah. It's Deddy out instantly for Envoy. He wants to get aggressive behind this. You just have a little bit left. He can get there in time. Able to get the top bedroom pick, and he just goes soaring out like he's Batman. Unfortunately for him, Mac with a quick snap. The comms on point there. Mac with another one. That'll be 3 straight for him. The Mac attack. Big Mac making the plays here early in the round.
Well, I actually didn't know Mac was in that position. After he finds that first kill, he thought the next challenge was going to be on that player, but Mac kind of snuck on through towards Bar, wins the first gunfight, then snaps on to Envoy. So that's going to be B done already. A nice start here for Seattle Surge. A lot of work to do. Over towards A for LA Thieves.
Yeah, and Mac just picked up 3 kills like all over the place. Like that was just a terrific individual moment.
You can do this, but it's tough to do for 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This will be a long, long, long hold.
Or not a hold at all. 4 dead, all right.
All right, that might be it. I was saying they're gonna hold.
Shout out to that
long,
trophy, dude. Big kill right there.
Nice job, Octane. That's gonna be the first bit of progress. Second about to be done. They are all posted up, and that was about as clean a break you're gonna see. Mac, by the way, was 6-0 in the round until that point. Now you get a pretty clean break on the other side. Unfortunately, you still have a minute 40 to go, and they got 2 points of progress, but you get back in pretty quickly, pretty efficiently on the other side for Thieves, too.
Yeah.
But, well, you're down 6 lives.
Yeah, nice teamwork for LA Thieves. And well, again, it's this info game. Envoy's trying to figure out where is this push coming from. You have accuracy on opposite side of the map. Envoy, he's just kind of looking, and now they know. 2 players on the flank. Kenny trying to activate middle of the map. But Octane has to back on up, and look at this play from Pred. Just kind of baiting this out, just waiting for this, and 3 players are going to challenge him. Draws it, though, somehow snaps. Now maybe an opportunity to save this. Maybe, but Sib, he's going to find another one. That should do it as the headshots come in.
Oh, dude, it just seems like 2 bullets, bro. When you're hitting those headshots, just laying people out, absolutely clothesline. But, I mean, it comes down to at least 2 things for me. I mean, max play, officially early in the round, it gets them out to like a 6-0 start.
That was it, yeah.
And then once we transition over to A, I mean, it was just, they broke through and got 2 points of progress right away. But Mac, I mean, once Envoy made the Debbie play to top bedroom, I guess I was thinking like, all right. But then he went like full on.
Well, he doesn't know Mac's there, right? They think there's one more lower B, but it's actually Mac who, again, he found the first kill on the Envoy's teammate, and as soon as that happened, he's like, well, I probably shouldn't have jumped out of this window.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have and plays out a little bit slower and plays his life, maybe that plays out differently. I don't know, but it's a great play from Mac. Yeah, that guy thought he was just floating.
Yeah, I respect it.
Oh yeah, no, there have been some egotistical challenges, Joe. Maybe other teams tonight had time. Sib, the shots continue to be clean and lovely to Simmery. Still so on point. Pred, real life, bobbing and moving in game, bobbing and moving, trying to take the fight, but it's gonna be Envoy that will be able to take him down. Guy's gameplay's as crooked and backwards and twisted as his headset.
This is what we saw in round number 1, right? Just Thieves keeping 1 player on, but Sib actually sneaks on through. Is able to find Kenny on the point. So now you have Draza and Octane kind of on their lonesome. It's a bit of a 2-2 split, and the two players at A, they're just trying to find Civ. But Octane and Draza getting kills are like, all right, maybe let's just go to B. Let's just go to B. We know where they're spawning. Let's try to find the one player in Mac. But Mac's able to get one, backs on up.
Oh, he gets Envoy too. Envoy, I mean, he goes to look down bottom ladder and they just read it. Now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But Kenny and Octane, they win those two fights. So you're still here on the point. You still stop the clock for a while. Poor Envoy comes flying in. I think it's a nade, like one bullet. He is just decimated. Octane still just trying to be a slug hidden in the grass. There's no grass there, but he was trying to hide. 20 seconds now to go. 3 kills through for Surge. They're trying to fan out across the map. You're going to be able to get onto A. You spawn out drive, but you get onto it quick. But you've been holding on, and that 5 lives, that can be big too. You're up a bit now.
I mean, they're thinking about retaking this. You have Mac working the pitch right now through Kitchen.
It's like, do you throw your lives away, though, that bit of advantage you have if you don't get this?
Well, I don't really think they care. They try to go for it.
It wasn't much. It wasn't much.
Yeah, with that timing. So now just 1 minute and 15 for LA Thieves. They're able to get one tick at B. Envoy starting to get it going. Now that's 3 dead. Fred off a spawn, trying to get to this position. Does not win the gunfight. He gets team shot down. And just like that, off that transition where they go for A, try to retake it.
Am I crazy that I'm thinking it's going to be about 1 minute 20, you got a 5 life advantage, just play tight, play kills?
You're not crazy, it's just a call. They go for the retake, it doesn't pan out. Kenny, Envoy, they close the round out. We've seen that since Control has been there. If you want to go for it, you can. It's just there's a risk to it.
Yeah. I guess they just sort of wait out. I thought it was going to go.
And maybe they don't care.
Yeah.
They want to maybe offense round 5.
True.
They don't care.
I think this is one of those maps that doesn't seem to matter too much. Like you win it on either side of it 100%. Kenny, all chuckles, beautiful smile, having a blast. I mean, that's what's fun about this, right? We're playing video games. Have some fun. I know there's a lot of money on the line, a lot of pride, but enjoy yourselves.
Surge's gonna go right back to this B hit. It worked last time through. See if they can get it to work again. A little bit slower, nice little bait and switch there. From Octane and Draza to find that first kill. But Fred, accuracy, just holding, trying to lock it down. Octane able to play his life and goes for the reach out. At least gets a couple of bullets in.
Bro, I felt like Draza with like a gopher. He barely got the top of his head up and was just gone. The headshot comes through from accuracy. Incinerated. But now they'll start to group up on A. And work the progress here. Starting to push forward. Just nice patience there with the preamp. Octane takes the fight.
You have a couple of plays kind of developing. On the other side of the map, you have this sort of this 3v3. On the opposite side, it's sort of Envoy and Fred looking for one another. They've been doing it for like the last minute. Bullet just trying to find that one player kind of lurking on an island. Mac, he's going to try to take that shot, but not easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, that was what, MTAR or Vector back in Ghost Show. You're hitting that. That guy's dead.
I'm right back to it.
Yeah.
But A now done, and Mac just goes right up that staircase. You do not have measurement control if you're LA Thieves, but it does not matter. How does Envoy get 3? And maybe Civ is here to respond, but doesn't do enough.
It just erupted the kill feed. It's Envoy. Just what a play. Been a lot of big multi-kills as Mac just comes bouncing around the edge. They win the fight now. There is a team kill. Mac's gonna get taken out. How costly is that going to be?
Gives them a little bit more time to work with. Nades are now in as well. There we go. There's the retake behind that. Yeah, I mean, maybe if Mac is there, accuracy can play differently.
Nice shots, Lamar.
Well, Mac off a spawn, so right back to 3 dead.
Yeah, it seems like it's like we get 3, you get 3. We get 3, you get 3. Just back and forth, and there's like a one-on-one going on mid-map.
That favors Surge, though. I mean, they have the life advantage. Now, second take done. These, if they're going to go, they have to try and retake it now. Or we are heading to a round 5, and that's the way it is looking. Round 5. Here we go.
Not going to get there. Surge able to clutch up. And you survive a couple of frustrating moments. Maybe with the team kill, you think things might slip away. You regain control, but It felt like there was always enough pressure there that like you didn't let Thieves like get into much of a setup. And that was a big part of that was Lamar. Like when accuracy was mid-map,
yeah,
he was winning some ones, he was getting some picks.
Through.
Like he didn't ever allow them to like get into like a 4-man setup.
And they never had bedroom, never had
well,
anyone.
What was impressive about
side.
Thieves' defense when we watched them really be successful? They had mid-map. Like you had Kenna, you had Draza making plays mid, finding picks. They were the ones cutting off those transition players. There, at least towards the end stretch, I mean, it was Lamar.
But the slaying goes the way of Seattle Surge. So that means round 5 for offense to LA Thieves. Looks like they're gonna try to switch things up and go towards B. Maybe a team shot coming through. Trophy down, you gotta protect accuracy. One player is behind enemy lines, that's Sib. Now Envoy's gotta deal with that. Or is this gonna be another 3 for Sib? It sure is.
Sib, what a talented young man. I mean, he's sitting on a similar stat line he had in that map. 1, now up to 30. Another 30 bomb. Horrific timing on Envoy as he's starting to push up the back steps. Can Surge hold on? It would just be a story of people bouncing back if they're able to get this map 3 victory. There's one person lurking over towards that A side. It's going to be Pred. Seeing what Pred's able to do. He gets one, he gets dead, he gets out with his life, still being a nuisance. This is going to allow the rest of the team to start to rotate over, Joe.
Yeah, he's just wasting time. He's wasting time and resources for LA Thieves right now. That's his goal, but he does end up getting caught. I feel like every time we say something, then there's like a 3 or 4 dead.
Yeah, it looked good for a sec. Like, I saw him get his daddy off, get to his spot, saw everyone rotating over. I'm like, all right, here we go. And Thieves just kill all of them. So, they're about done with the second part of progress. Just
Pred's
slowly work on A.
Pred's gonna have a one-on-one here. Inside the middle of the map. Envoy, he wraps back. They want bedroom control. They can transition over to B. But look at this lurking play from Pred. Octane, he's gonna hear this, but he's gonna get taken down. So A not done yet, but over at B, Thieves are winning the skirmish.
And I don't know if he just wasn't expecting that at first, or maybe he didn't get the audio cue, but it didn't seem like he reacted. We swapped off at the final second, but you're not quite done with A. The clock continues to run. 35 seconds now to go. Who's that cutoff man? It's number 5 on the map. That's going to be Sib, who's trying to make this a problem. He's also going to spawn number 7 up there and Mac with him. So they've got like a 2-on-3, 2-on-4 now from this position. How long can they hold? Every second counts now, Joe. We only got 20 on the clock to work with. Draza looks like a jackrabbit as he's just bouncing across the map. 15 seconds now to go. Kenny's able to win one on the edge. Someone's going to get on the point to stop the clock as Pred continues to sing and dance his way through the map on 4 in a row.
Max here now to help him out. Here's the thing, there's only 9 lives remaining for LA Thieves, and they just continue to find pick after pick. So you're going to only have 2 4-man pushes out of Thieves to try to get B.
And Pred's kill ends up being massive, right? Because it creates a lot of this chaos, like that one-on-one win on Octane. They have to invest a lot more lives than they wanted to get A, right? Like you thought you had it for free. Is that one of the gambles of doing that kind of 1 person on and 3 people go? You don't end up getting the lives advantage through that, I'll tell you that much. Now you're down to 7 lives. Double it up is Surge. A chance to do it here. Stun's going to hit. Pred continuing his tour of the map.
Right now, you just have to wait for one another off a spawn. You do not have a lot of pushes left, and well, it's got to be clean for the rest of LA Thieves. 1 player gonna go down, but you have so much to clear.
No respawns.
Well, Sib's there for the trade. It's looking like Surge gonna clutch up in a defense in round number 5.
I mean, this would take something truly special. With 15 seconds to go in a 3v12, you pulled it off. The movement there from gunfight. God, the man is a demon. You're on the point if you're Draza. You are on 5 in a row, but you are the only hope, the only player for the Thieves side, and he's gonna get blown to smithereens.
Thieves trying to get this to a map 5. Surge trying to move on in the tournament. I think the winner of this plays the winner of, well, I think it's New York, Florida. New York, one of the surprises of the event so far.
Yeah, you're coming out just 3-0 on people? Yeah. I think that was definitely a surprise after their start. Well, here we go to get into a P1 through P7 battle across Mercado. You might get shot, you might get tacos, but it's gonna be a party.
Kenny just gets right onto that heady, right on that block. And you saw it from Sib's point of view, just how difficult it is. That strafe hits Thieves. So map control right now. We're gonna head to P2 towards the bottom side of the map. inside of the cantina.
Yeah, we gotta check out that. This makes me just want Mexican food now. We saw a restaurant.
Tacos, I'm in.
Yeah, one night if we end early, we're headed there. Anybody's welcome to join Joe's Paying. No, actually, never mind. It's not the CDL.
But Thieves, this is not what they want. They actually spawn on out. Now it's just Kenny by his lonesome, trying to do what he can. His Sib and accuracy starting to work their way over.
You got like all four here. The pinch though starting to build up.
Well, that works.
Four Thieves. You burst through both sides of it. You get to the point trophy out. 5-1 start for Kenny now. There's just shots all around him, but his teammates for the most part picking up the kills. You lose one side Mac, you lose the other side to accuracy. So now it's on the other players to step up while they're waiting for their teammates to spawn. And they're doing just that. Working up top. I think it was like a nade with the smoke. I don't even know if he saw him. Just gets evaporated through the window.
Man, this is great for Surge. I mean, this is one of those money hills. Zomboy, 1-6 start, not the best for him, but still so early in this game.
But that's what it was like in the map 1, right?
Well, even in map 3, just he has so many more engagements, right? He's playing at such a fast level. But on the other side, you have Kenny, his duo, who's 7-2. So it's almost just like it balances itself out. Now on the rotation, Octane is here, trying to buy as much time as he can to disrupt that setup. The rest of the scrap time, you go the way of Thieves. But Draza, he's just got to wait for his teammates to rotate on over. Surge will be in a good spot for P3.
Yeah, I mostly am only focusing on Envoy just because the dreadful map 1. I know it can be tough. I know stats aren't everything. I know you can win hard points. You're getting outslayed in this particular title, but quadruple neg, not what you want. Out the gate as Pred just continues to use this heading beautifully. Another challenge. See you later. 4 in a row, 7-5. Tries to re-peek, but he's gonna drop. But
that's how weak he was, dude. He got stuck in the impact that actually kills him.
You don't see that often.
No, you do not. And then, well,
but he's in his bag right now. He's in his bag. He's feeling it, man.
Behind that kill, though, it was a one-on-one, and Octane was able to win it. So he's going to find the final 25 seconds or so. A lot of fights going down towards P4. Octane trying to find it, but the headshot in for Pred. But I think you take that if you're Octane, you're going to spawn at the next hill. Yeah, with your team, and now you can get set up. So it's like one of those plays like, do we just leave Octane? Should we have left him?
Well, let's see what kind of influence he has here. Not much. Like he is killed almost instantly by accuracy, but oh god, now look where Octane spawns. Him and Kenny, due to the pressure around the point, they're gonna spawn all the way out top left, trying to rotate this through back alley, get back towards the point. Spawning a bit closer on the north side, but having the fights towards mid-map is going to be Surge. Is everyone just trying to battle back towards this point. And Pred again picking up multi-kills. He has been so big. He was, what, 4 or 5 in a row? One of the last times we hopped on with him, now up to 11-6. This guy has the takeover game ability. Seeing bits of it right now, that's for sure. I was good to say give him another, and then Envoy just danced on his corpse.
And then somehow gets the second one. I mean, just a beautiful play from Envoy, fighting for the scrap time, and he gets the third. On rotation, though, it is just the Vaznevs popping off inside of these hills.
This is what I was saying earlier, I think in ATC, they needed Envoy in some capacity. He was 2-8. He has really bounced back now to 7-11, still some work to do, but like moments like that, you're like, wow, is he 2-8 to begin with? When he's picking up kills like that. Draza goes for the peak. Pred, once again, meet your maker. As we slow down for a moment, but as the utility comes out, the Surge forward, about to come in.
Yeah, this is so clean for Seattle Surge. Kenny, though, with that first pick, and now that's LADs, they're gonna fly on through. Relying on some nice teamwork here. Max gonna spawn out, but accuracy and Sid finding the kills they need. They hold on in a 2 versus 3.
And I thought that was really good discipline from them, because when you lose that one player, right, you're thinking, like I think it was when Mac died, someone's gonna have to shift, right? Someone's gonna have to change their focus, but they knew how many were pushing from the front. They all just held. They just held. They didn't worry about that player. They knew it was gonna take them a while to get there. They clutched up inside the hard point. That was great discipline.
Now this is a big play for Thieves. Pred and Mac trying to just disrupt this setup. A 40-point lead. Thieves need this hill to get right back into it. The rest of the push gonna come from back alley. The reason for that, I mean, this is where Seattle Surge wants to spawn for P7 when parking comes on up. So that's where their push is coming from that way. But Envoy able to read it. He's got the info. You have Kenny inside of middle alley. He's just making sure nobody is on that pinch.
Envoy really starting to come alive, but now you need everybody else. It is a team effort to get this map 4 dub. If you're joining us late, 2-1 edge in the series for Surge. They win this, they continue on. It's the loser's bracket for Thieves. Thieves trying desperately to get this to a round 5, and you get a little bit of flinch on that first bullet when he's lying prone. I mean, you hit first bullet, it's likely all headshots, but accuracy hits it. He's able to pick up another one from that back alley. Not this time, though.
This is where you're going to see Thieves. They're going to try to get a couple of kills and push up through Barbershop, just the way he's doing. But you see Octane spawns all the way across the map.
That was a full 60, though, right? Because you were down 40 going into that?
Yeah, that's a full 60. That's just with some of these hills. It's so difficult to break in.
But this is where you need to answer back of your search, right? Like you get incinerated there, you give up 60, but they did fight from that side the entire time, right? You really want to set up for 7.
And I mean, but Sib, he spawns all the way out. With the pinch coming in from Kenny, Sib has to rotate through all the way through middle of the alley. That's going to allow Thieves to get some presence here, but it's down to Kenny, who was weak, and that's a nice job from the All-Stars, Pred and Sib. Well, able to find majority LA Thieves and keep them controlled.
I think he was like trying to quickly get a trophy down, but the trophy hit a trophy, and then the nades came in, which also picked up a player, just an awkward sequence, but it's Surge that have the chance to put them away. They can take this series 3-1 with a win here. We basically got a tie game. Here we go. Let's get to Elicited with Seattle Surge.
Mid small. All right, get right.
2-on ult, 2-on ult.
One's already going back alley.
Yes. I spawned here. I'm going top, okay? It could be low.
I'm bottom right now, man. I stunned up top. I don't see anything mid, bro.
He's up top dead.
Nice. I'm playing another one. Nice. I'm playing the right. Dante, run back and play cactus. Mid cut, weak. I can't chow. That's you. Absolutely
nice. Go get Mac. Go make it. Go get Mac.
Cutter me, Mac.
Help the guy out.
I don't know the guy, but
I'm playing dark.
Small. One's small.
Cactus Sam, and one on time.
Waiting divot. He chowed me, so he one outside time. He's divot. Bags. Watch this break. Use our bags. Someone's gonna go hedge. Back then.
Nice.
Okay, I'll get time.
Hedge. Block. Hedge and block, okay?
Nice. Absolute.
An incredible break from Thieves is answered by Surge. It's Pred that's able to burst through, but you heard the comms from Surge. Let's kick it right over to Thieves.
Nice. When we 10, it's Lamar. Could be RB, that's it. I don't see him. He's standing in gate.
I got naded, bro.
He's absolutely
got me.
Alright, make sure we hit the hole.
I don't think he's under you yet.
I think he is. He just played that. He's under me. He just played that like he's under me.
Fast. I don't think look at me.
Already stairs. Not moving upstairs. Top of the stairs. Top of the stairs, boys. Kill this guy. Yo, it's one.
I got naded, bro. I did a dumpster, bro. Watch out. I'm living. They're top. Umbrella, bro. Umbrella. On top.
Alright, hold, boys. Hold.
Challenge our door.
Good job, bro.
I'm coming mid late, bro. Let's get Lamar.
Hey, this is it right here.
I don't know how you come out of that with control if you're Thieves. Like, that was a fun listening because the pressure was there instantly from Surge. And Joe, that was a war on the point.
I mean, it was just so back and forth. We were talking or listening in with Seattle Surge. They're like, crack, we're trying to push on through, flip those spawns. But right there, Octane and Draza with the tag, right? 2v4ing, holding on. Usually it's the Vasnevs popping off in that hill. This time it was the ARs, making sure that Thieves have this lead. But now, the pressure back on over to Seattle Surge.
You see the quiet demeanor sometimes from Octane, but I loved him and I listened. And you heard the passion. He was being the leader at times, just telling them what was going to go on. He's already underneath me, got to get this kill top steps. Like, he was really vocally leading the way. But Pred, now again, 27-18 on 4 in a row. Highlight material, just pop off at any moment, and they're inside of the point, trying to crawl their way back into this 10 points, separating these two teams. There's one person just still kind of lurking around. It's Octane. I think he still was there for so long, but finally he's gonna fall. They're gonna end up wrapping out. Let's see how the success goes here down the rotation for Thieves. Lead change, Surge.
And another great hold. I mean, there was a couple of chances there. Kenny, he was able to find the first one, but his teammates were so far away. Their push was a little bit staggered. He had to wait for him, but Surge, they're gonna find 2. 8 seconds left. That's gonna be 3 now. Finds a 4. You still get close spawns, though, if you're Thieves, though. I think it just comes in. Towards the end, it's a battle inside a barbershop. Pred able to find the first. Accuracy trying to hold on. But there we go. 3 in for LA Thieves. Mac, now you have to slow down. You don't want to get staggered, and he's going to slow this down.
So frustrating. You did so much there if you were Mac, but the close spawn comes in. You got somebody at old. You get maybe a little bit fortunate there if you are Thieves, but now you're still in it. Do we have another lead change? Looming. Envoy winning another ludicrous gunfight. Drasa trying to dance at the car, but finally he's going to fall. Thieves now back in front.
They get into the mid though. They just go right down the middle. Right down the middle.
Back in,
Mac
they can win it
able
here.
to find 2.
They're spawning out so far. You gotta go. Gotta go. 10 points needed for Surge. The cutoff there. Mac hears him underneath. This should be a freebie. Able to take that.
That's it.
Holding it at the front. Shutting it down. Surge with the win. They close it out. Woo!
And that is just a hill there at the end, where if one player gets in, they can make a play. That's exactly what happened. I don't know how LA Thieves is not watching middle of the alley, but 2 players from Surge just get into the point. They get into the point, and that's all they need is that chance.
It's just one of those things. Maybe it's just late. It's frantic. People are screaming. Just something slips through.
Yeah, just the opening there.
And hopefully we'll be able to see it again. Maybe we'll watch the final moments and just see how it played out. But you see the smile there from Accuracy as he's gassing up the young gods. But man, I thought Max sealed it, bro, with the triple at Barber. Like, that was nuts. It was like 3 straight headshots. He had no right winning 2 of those. And then you spawn close, like basically on the point. Thieves get back into it. I thought that was the moment where Surge were gonna be screwed. But they got a chance for another hit. And they do it. 3-1 Surge. I think for most, absolutely an upset.
This kind of reminds me of like their champs sort of plays, right? Just clutching up in these hard points.
Crazy hard point moments they live for.
Yeah, everyone popping off when they need to. But yeah, I mean, Thieves, you have the setup. You have that setup there towards the end. Up